Facebook, if you are on YouTube and you see this come down your feed, be sure to share this to different groups. Be sure to share this to different family members, different chats, so that they know that we are live and we are in color. Yes, we're leveraging. We are leveraging. Listen, the name of the game in business when you're generating wealth with business and investing is leverage. Comment the word leverage in the chat. You want to leverage as much as possible. It's 2026, and we have a lot to leverage right now. And that's why you're here, because you want more. Now, for my moderators, I'm going to really need your help tonight, because I am streaming from multiple different platforms. I am going to record this call as well, but I'm going to need your help to make sure that we let those people in the room that may be waiting, because I may not be able to see that feature. And I really want to stay locked in. I know somebody is here tonight because they're looking for something real. They have been praying for something, and they came across this feed. They came across this stream. They came across this live. Maybe you promoted the call today on your social media. If you were smart, you did. You shared with other people that there was going to be an opportunity for them to hear all about what you do. Okay. And so they tapped in. And so we want to make sure that they get everything that they came here for. And so I appreciate the moderators for moderating for me on the back end. And I'm super excited for everybody that made it to the call tonight. Listen, let's go ahead and dive into this information. I am going to share some slides with you as I share with you a little bit about who I am and what we do here. And I believe you're going to be pleasantly surprised, but also blessed with the information that you hear on tonight. So with that being said, I'm going to share my slides 1 second, because I am streaming once again from multiple different platforms. And I want to make sure that as I am streaming, you guys can see everything that you need to see, as well as they can see everything that they need to see. Put 777s in the chat right now if you can hear me nice, loud, and clearly. All right. Put 777s in the chat right now. You can hear my voice nice, loud, and clear. I want to make sure that I can see the chats as well. So just put sevens in the chat so I know that you can hear me nice, loud, and clearly. All right. All right. Perfect. I see it. Now I'm going to go ahead and share my slides, making sure that you guys can see the slides nice and clearly. And while I do this, I do want to encourage you to pull out pen and notepad. I want to make sure that you can take down some notes. I want to make sure that if you have any questions at the end of the call, you can write those questions down so that we can go ahead and get those questions answered for you. All right. So listen, with that being said, I'm super excited about what you're going to see. I'm excited about the experience that you're going to have. And I'm ultimately excited about you being able to go from where you are to ultimately where you need to be as we are leveraging this system. So here we go, guys. Let's go ahead and get into this conversation about what it is that we're doing right now. In fact, I am going to share my slides differently. I'm going to share from a different way just to make sure that everybody can see on both platforms. Welcome, ladies. Welcome, gentlemen. Yes, you're in the right place. Yes, you're definitely here at the right time, and you are definitely here to hear the right information. And so I am excited once again to provide some insight to you on what we're excited about, that we're taking advantage of, that I believe everybody really needs to take advantage of in 2026. So let me see if I can share it from here with you guys to see what you see. 1 second. Let me see if I can share it from here to see if you guys have an opportunity to see what they see on the front end. We should be good. Let's just see. Boom. I think you guys can see what I see, and it'll help me to manage it a little bit better if you guys can see my screen. Can you see my screen okay here? If some of the admins could let me know, I just want to make sure that it's nice and clear. If not, we'll just do it the way that we normally do it, and we'll just go through the presentation and get it done. All right, let me just check the chat really quick. Let's just see. I know the view is a little bit different for you guys. All right, I know the view is a little bit different for you guys, but if you can't see it clearly, we'll just go back to the original way. Just let me know if you can see it nice and clearly on this side, okay? All right, guys, so listen, with that being said, let's just go ahead and get straight into this presentation so we can maximize time on tonight, okay? So we can maximize time on tonight. So welcome to Rich University, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dr. China Bethley. I am so excited. I am the founder of Rich University. I'm blessed to do this alongside my incredible husband, Dr. Logic Mix, and we're based on relationships, results, and residual. We're going to talk a lot about results tonight. We're going to show you why residual income is very important, but ultimately, guys, it's about the relationship. And first, my relationship with the Holy Spirit. Guys, inside of Rich University, we are a faith-based accredited institution, okay? And we are attracting affluent women and men, and we're helping them to elevate economically, based on kingdom principles. That's important for us because we know that what we have access to right now, people are looking for. People are looking for a way to make more money from home. People are looking for a way to have more time to spend with their families. People are looking for a way to absolutely win and go from where they are to ultimately where they want to be. And so once again, I'm so blessed to do this alongside my incredible husband. We have a mission to reach 1 million families, okay? We have a mission to reach 1 million families, which is our goal. And our mission is to impact nations and generations around the world. Now, we don't do this alone. I don't believe that there's any vision that God gives us that we could do alone. So we are blessed to do this alongside an incredible leadership team. We have our director of enrollment and expansion, Latasha Wilson, right? We have our director of operations, Dr. Isabel Ventura. We have Ebony Austin, who is our director of communications, Dr. Claude Curry, who's a leader, who's an educator and a trainer, as well as Andre Lavelle, who is a trainer as well. And ultimately, what we do is we help you to get to the right side of money. We know that there's a lot of people right now that are, maybe you came into this like most of us, right? We went to school, we got a good education so that we can get a good job. That's what we were taught, and that's what we did. And so in doing that, we recognize that a lot of people are overworked, they're underpaid, and they simply just want more. If you want more, just comment the word more in the chat, right? If you want more and you're like, wait a minute, there has to be more out of life. If you want more, just comment the word more in the chat. We know that there's a lot of people that are underpaid. There's a lot of people that are overworked. They want more. They want more abundance. They want more increase. They want more time with their families. And so the reason that most of us are in that category, or most people rather are in that category, is because that's what the educational system has taught us to do. It's taught us to go to school, get a good education so that we can get a good job. However, most people, what they've discovered is that that was not the case for them, right? They find themselves in a plan that didn't necessarily work out so well for them, and they decided that, man, you know what, I went to school, I got a good education and did all the things, but I'm just stuck with a bunch of student loan debt, right? Some people are not even working in their careers. If you know people that are not working in the current career that they went to school for, just put 777s in the chat, because I tell you what, they still have to pay that student loan debt. And so what we want to do is we want to help you to go from the left side of money, where employees and those that are self-employed are, to the right side of money. Ultimately, what we do here inside of Rich University is get you to the right side of money. All right. The left side of money is where most people are. 95% of the world's population is on the left side of money. The problem with that is that there's only 5% of the wealth that's there. Okay. These are your employees and those that are self-employed. Before we can talk about how we can offer you an opportunity to become an entrepreneur and leverage a system that we have in place, we first have to identify where you are. And we first have to talk about why there's such a demand and such a need more now than ever, right? For you to be in a position of being in a driver's seat. So here's how I break down the left side of money. The employees are people who work for a system. Those of you that are taking down notes, you can just type that in. Those are people who work for a system. Okay. All right. They exchange their hard-earned time for money. Now, those that are self-employed, they now are working for money, right? They've graduated from being an employee to now having a boss, to becoming their own boss. That makes sense? So 95% of the world, not just North America, not just South America, but the world, have been taught the same thing. And because of what they were taught, they got the same results. Okay. So what is our goal tonight? Once again, it's to get you to the right side of money. My question to you is, are you coachable? What's your coachability index? Right? And the way you determine what your coachability index is, if a person has something that you desire, something that you want, they've been able to get to a place that you desire to be, and they give you simple steps to get there, how coachable are you to take those steps, right? If they tell you to do X, are you wondering what is Y and Z before you do X? Right? Or are you going to do X so that you can then get the instructions for Y and Z? Because if you are coachable, you can actually go from wherever you are in this quadrant to the right side of money. Now, what's so significant about the right side of money? On the right side of money is where you have your business owners and investors. But more importantly, is the fact that it's 95% of the world's wealth. Here is where the money lies, okay? 95% of the world's wealth is on the right side of money. But here's what's interesting. Only 5% of the world's population has been able to figure it out. Only 5% of the world's population has been able to figure out how to actually get to the right side of money. And I'm going to break that down to you right now, showing you exactly what you need to do to get to the right side of money, where your business owners are. Now, who are the business owners? Business owners, we have systems in place. We are significantly different from those that are self employed. Those that are self employed, like your hairstylists, those that are self employed, like your lawn care providers, those that are self employed, like your doctors and lawyers. I mean, who would have ever known that a hairstylist, a doctor, and lawyer were all in the same category? I would have never imagined that. But the reality of it is they are, because if they don't show up, they don't get paid. If the surgeon doesn't show up to do the surgery, the surgeon doesn't get paid. If the attorney doesn't show up to take the case, the attorney doesn't get paid, as the hairstylist doesn't show up. And so what we want to introduce you to is the right side of money. All right. This is where your business owners are. And the difference is we have systems in place. Somebody comment the word systems, because systems is what's going to save you time, energy, and money. Can we have a real conversation for 2 minutes? Just 2 minutes. The rest of this presentation, if you capture this part, is going to be easy. How many of you have access to a system, but you're not leveraging the system? You have access to a platform, but you've decided you wanted to do it your own way. So when we think about that coachability index, that means your coachability index is low and your ego is probably high. You say, well, I'm going to do it my way. But if you've never gotten to a place that you want to be in this particular industry, in this particular lane, why would you reinvent the wheel when what we have has already worked? So what I challenge you to do is leverage. That's the name of the game. You don't want to do all the heavy lifting yourself. And that's what business owners do. And so once you become a business owner and you develop systems and you begin to understand how business and systems work, now it's time for you to become an investor. And I'm excited because the investors are the top 1%. See, most people don't have the capital. They don't have the cash flow to become an investor. And that's why when you start a business and you get your business cash flowing, like what I'm going to show you tonight, you now have the capital, you have the leverage, you have the mindset, you have the skill set to become a savvy investor. What did we decide to invest in? Guys, we decided to go straight to the top 1%. And that's the foreign exchange market. That's the futures market. That's the financial markets that allow us to access $6.7 trillion a day. Could you imagine? Could you imagine as a business owner? Could you imagine as an entrepreneur having access to a business that's in high demand? Could you imagine being able to promote a product that you didn't have to create? I mean, when I think about what's booming right now in 2026, I think about TikTok Shop. I think about Amazon. I think about Netflix. I think about social media. Do you know what all of these different platforms have in common? They have a subscription-based model. Yeah, subscription-based model. Yeah, Netflix is not about movies. Amazon is not just about packaging. Social media is not just about content. It's about a subscription-based model that allows revenue to come in over and over and over again. I need you to put your thinking caps on. And so now we have a subscription-based model that promotes something that's in high demand. Well, what's in high demand right now? Well, let's just think about what people need right now. In 2026, where you got people that are being laid off left and right, you got industries that are completely being eliminated, right? You got companies that are sending out emails at 6 o'clock in the morning, companies where people thought that they had a secure career, that are laying off people by sending them an email at 6 a.m. in the morning and telling them that they're fired. So what do people need right now? They're looking for real stability. And what they need is money. So what is our product? Well, our product is the largest financial markets in the world. We exchange currencies like the US dollar against the Japanese yen. We trade in the largest financial markets, like trading US 30, which is the top 30 stocks. We trade precious metals like currency. What's happening right now in the world? There's a war going on. And what is the war about? Well, you got different people, depending on who you ask, will say something different. But I could tell you right now, it's about a resource. And every resource that's being debated about in this war is something that we trade inside the financial market. Who trades? The central banks, the financial institution, and high net worth individuals. Well, how do you trade? You leverage technology like your smartphone. You leverage community like what we have for you here in Rich University. And you can do this 24 hours a day. It's powerful. So what did we decide to do? Here inside of Rich University, we decided to partner with the #1 company in the world that provided us with the technology and the software. Why? Because the name of the game is leverage. The name of the game is leverage, right? Because when you leverage, you can collapse time. While partnering with the Koshex, we have access now to the number one trading app. You can take a second right now and download it. Download it on your Apple Store or your Google Store. It doesn't matter if you have an iPhone, if you have an Android. You can go right now to your Apple Store or Google Store and you can download this app. And when you download this app and you decide after seeing this information that this is something that you need to log in for, all you have to do is get back with the person that invited you so you can get access to the login. Listen, what is Akashex? Akashex is actually a community of entrepreneurs, and we are on a mission to help millions of people create financial freedom. We do that by leveraging the power of social selling. How many of you are on social media today? How many of you are leveraging social media today? Well, we leverage social media with the time that everybody is spending online to leverage the financial markets and put people in a position to absolutely win. Today, people want to master new skills like trading. They want to understand AI technology. They want to have e-learning experience that allow them to have more access and more resources than just the average person. So instead of us trading our time for money, we trade our money for time, right? We trade our money for more time to do the things that we enjoy. So we have a solution. We offer you incredible products like our e-learning academy, where we have a full academy. Inside of this academy is so powerful. It shows you basically everything that you need to know from A to Z about the financial markets. What's a pip? What's the lot size? What's candlesticks, so that you can feel confident learning? We simply just recommend that you follow the system because our expert advisors have been trained, they've been vetted out, and they know exactly what they're doing. What we don't advise you to do is feel like you have to learn everything first before you can be a blessing to somebody else. Because the reality of it is, we're not hiring for educators right now. So we have trusted advisors that are here that know what they're doing. And we like the fact that they help our community to get results. So all you have to do is plug and play. We also give you access to our Tap to Trade. Our Tap to Trade is a one-click technology. This one-click technology has changed the game. If you're using Tap to Trade right now, just put TTT in the chat. If you're using Tap to Trade, you've benefited from Tap to Trade, you're profiting from Tap to Trade, just put TTT in the chat. If you made some money today from Tap to Trade, put TTT in the chat. Guess, look at the chat. This is for you. This is showing you all the people who are leveraging. See, this is what they did not teach us in school. This is why most people are still on the wrong side of money. This is why most people don't understand that you don't need a special gene to become a business owner. I believe that God has given all of us a gift, and your gift will make room for you, and your gift will bring you before great men. So when you have access to a platform like this, it's just common sense to leverage it. And so you leverage it, right, by having access to a technology where all you have to do is press approve. Do you know how many people miss an opportunity like this because they assume? They assume that trading takes a whole lot of time, meaning that you would need 4 or 5 hours a day inside the market. They assume trading takes a whole lot of money. They assume that trading is so hard that they won't be able to get it. And though it is a process, it's a real skill that does take time to develop, it doesn't require 4 or 5 hours a day for you to actually get inside this space and become a winner. And so I love this Tap to Trade because it allows you to feel more confident by leveraging the experts. Our next product suite is our scanners. And I love our scanners because our scanners allow you to go from using the automation where you're just simply pressing approve to actually looking for opportunities yourself inside the market. For those of you that say, wow, I love the fact that they're feeding me this fish, right? But I want them to teach me how to fish. Well, when you get on our live sessions, you can learn how to use these scanners. When you hop on our nightclub, when you hop on our breakfast club, when you hop on the tools and resources in our live sessions inside of Akashex, you're going to learn the strategies of what our trusted advisors are doing. And so this is really powerful because we have 8 scanners now in our product suite, which is phenomenal. Now, my favorite is Velocity because I love the simplicity of it and how I can go into the market with ease and get paid. We even provide you access to smart tools. AI is blowing up. It's nothing we can do about it. So instead of sitting on the sideline complaining about how many jobs it's replacing, you might as well leverage it. Oh, here's that word again. Leverage it. Leverage this technology to help you to be more profitable. Leverage this technology to help you to have more free time. So what I love about what our smart tools do for you, they help you to see your strengths and your weaknesses in a market. Every trade that you take on our platform, which is the most significant platform in the industry, it's going to document it for you. So you can see your strengths and also your weakness so that you can get stronger in those areas that are weak. We also have an incredible cryptocurrency academy. Listen, I don't know about you, but when it gets quiet around cryptocurrency is the time to buy. When it's loud, you're probably too late. So you want to know exactly when you should enter into the market, what cryptocurrencies you should be looking at. You want to learn about blockchain technology so that you are not behind the eight ball. Guys, AI technology is only going to advance all of these different technologies, and you want to put your family in a position to prosper. In 2025 alone, 31,000 members joined Akashex. And we know right now, guys, we're just getting started. So here's what I know. When you start to make more money, you start to want more memories. As entrepreneurs, as leaders, as business owners that is leveraging this platform, we look at it as a digital franchise. We get to franchise the Akashex brand. We get to franchise the #1 trading app in the world to give us guaranteed money. So now you can spend the time that you need to develop a skill. Let me share this with you guys. I was an entrepreneur, a cosmetologist when I got into entrepreneurship in the beginning. And I can tell you, in order for me to be a licensed cosmetologist, I needed 18 months of time to learn the skill. Now, in cosmetology, I made decent money, but I never made the type of money that I make now. Since I've been inside of this space, I've been able to make 8 figures. That's over $10 million with the skill set that I've been able to learn in business and in investing. And so what we know is that when you make more money, you start to want to create more memories. And on your way to developing the skill and learning how to become a successful and profitable trader, you want guaranteed money coming into your house. Put dollar signs if you need guaranteed money coming in. Your bills are coming every single 30 days, right? They come clockwise, whether you had a good trading week or not. Don't you want guaranteed income coming in? Well, that's what we provide you with the business side, and we allow you to franchise this brand. So this is a phenomenal trade and travel club that allows you amazing experiences, okay? With our travel, you have discounts on hotels, discounts on rental cars, cruises, weekly resorts, even excursions and activities when you're traveling. You ever go to a website, whether it's for shopping or whether it's for travel, whether it's for a rental car, and they ask you for this discount code or this membership code, and you wonder, where do we get these membership codes from? Well, platforms like Akashex give you access to these codes that save you money, even for restaurants, guys. To show the credibility, not only are we on the Apple Store and Google Store, which I can tell you, you can't just put any app on the Apple Store. You have to be completely vetted out. So the credibility is very high, but we have 50,000 restaurants that are partnered with us. We have 150,000 retailers that are partnered with us. And what that simply says is credibility. So we help you to make more money while saving money. Now, right now, we're right in the middle of our all-in 90-day challenge. It's all about faith, family, finance, fitness, and fun. And we're helping people to actually grow a $500 account to $50,000. You heard me correctly. $500 to $50,000. Guys, this is absolutely life-changing. The fact that you have access to be able to fund a live account once you get your feet wet and understand some of the basics of how to enter and exit a trade. We want to show you in the beginning how to do this more in demo before you go into live. But once you see the significance of our platform, the simplicity of the tools, and you're ready to fund the live account, we want to show you how to compound that money. I mean, if you're trading with us right now with the 500 to 5K and then going on to phase 2 and then over to phase 3, just put 500 to 50K in the chat. Guys, we specialize in this. We've been doing this for the last 7 years. Okay, we've helped people to take $200 to 20K. We've helped them to take $300 to 30K. And now we're helping them to take $500 to $50,000. And it is absolutely life-changing. Now, we decided to do this in phases. And so phase 1 is $500 to 5K. Phase 2, well, you'll get phase 2 once you unlock phase 2 after completing phase 1. By now, I'm sure you're wondering, what does it take to get started? And I'm really excited to announce to you that tonight, guys, it doesn't cost the tens of thousands of dollars that you may have paid for traditional education. I mean, I can remember going to cosmetology school. I spent tens of thousands of dollars to do that, right? Even though I wasn't going to be able to make nowhere near the potential that I can make with the number one, the top 1% in the world, right? Our product is $1 trillion product. And so I highly recommend for those of you that are in a financial position to do our annual membership, to do our trade and travel annual membership for just $19.99. Now, here's the thing, guys, we do have buy now, pay later. That means that if you see the value of learning a high value skill while leveraging this as a business, I recommend you go all in. We're doing a 90-day all-in challenge, and our annual membership is all in. What I love about the $19.99 option for you to go annual, you basically pay for everything up front, but essentially you get it all back with the trip. Immediately when you get started, you now can book a 7-night luxury resort for you and a significant other. And there's 3,500 different locations that you can choose from. So you basically just got a free trip because you decided to learn a high value skill. That is powerful. However, if that's just not in the budget for you tonight, I highly recommend our trade and travel 6-month. It's $9.99 one time. There's no monthly membership, and you still get that 7-night luxury resort and all the tools and features that I mentioned with trade and travel. If that's not in the budget for you tonight, what's most important is that you get started tonight. Don't delay this, not even another day. So our 3-month membership is only $549. You get everything in the product suite with the AkashX platform that I share with you guys, as well as the travel. You don't get the luxury resort free vacation up front, but if you renew your subscription twice and you're a member for 6 months, then you will get that 7-night luxury resort as a bonus. Okay. However, listen, as I mentioned, what's most important is not how you get started, but that you get started tonight. Right. So if where you can start is our monthly membership for $249 one time, $199 a month. Get in position to absolutely win. Now, listen, for those of you that are thinking about that $199 a month, the $249 is a no-brainer. The $199, maybe you're calculating your bills in your mind. Maybe you're in a tough financial space right now and you're really just looking for a breakthrough moment. Well, I can tell you right now, we do offer you a 3 and free. When you are a blessing to just 3 people that see the value in what we do, by inviting them to a call like this, it totally waives your monthly membership. So that is a bonus to you. When you share this with 3 other people, not teach them how to trade. No. We didn't say go learn how to trade and take 4 years, like a 4-year degree, and then come back for them. Those people could be in a situation right now where they need a blessing now. They're not going to learn from you. They're going to learn with you. Where the trusted advisors and educators are going to teach you and them. So now you get to waive your monthly membership and you were a blessing to someone else. So it's just a win-win. Now, here's what I want to do, guys. I want to flip gears for just a moment. For just a moment, I want to switch gears and I want to talk to the business-minded individuals. We talked about Robert Kiyosaki's cash flow quadrant when we got on here. And I'm interested in knowing how many of you are already in the business quadrant. Put B's in the chat. You're already business-minded. You have a business that you promote. All right. You understand the power of residual income. You understand the power of leveraging. You understand that if you're going to be wealthy, it's not going to be from a job. If you're going to be wealthy, it's not even going to be from being self-employed, but you got to get to the right side of money. Well, I want to show you why you're here tonight. Many of you are interested in franchising, having a digital franchise and promoting and leveraging a $1 trillion industry. What we have for you is so powerful. And I want to spend the next few minutes talking about how you can leverage it, how you can share and earn and become an affiliate and start earning by simply sharing products that's already done for you. The same that they are doing on TikTok Shop right now, the same thing that influencers are doing with brand deals right now. They're promoting other people's product. The same thing that Jeff Bezos is doing with Amazon. Do you realize that he doesn't create the product? He simply connects the buyer with the seller. And what we're saying to you right now is that we have a product that solves a significant problem that people have. They want to make more money. They want to learn more skills. And so what we want to do right now is show you how to leverage a $1 billion industry and be able to produce immediate and guaranteed income. With trading and all investing, there is no guarantees in any investing. But with business, if you do this, you get that. Now, how do we support you? We give you weekly webinars, personal websites. So you don't have to worry about creating a website. You'll get your personalized website. We even have business tracking and reporting for you in the back office, customer support, training and mentorship, online community, and a lucrative compensation plan that people are raving about. So when we think about the compensation plan, there's three incredible ways that we get paid. We have a fast start bonus that pays you every day. You enroll someone today and you get paid tomorrow. I love that concept that you don't have to wait a week for your money. You don't have to wait a month for your money. Somebody says yes by being on a presentation just like this. All you had to do was invite them. So, what skill did you need to make money? Up to $250 for every yes you get. You simply needed the skill of inviting. You simply needed the skill of knowing how to invite a call like this and get people in front of this information. And when they say yes, I don't get paid, you get paid. Isn't that amazing? But remember, what's the name of the game? Leverage. You get to leverage my skills. You get to leverage the experience that I have of 17 years in this industry. You get to leverage the fact that I've made eight figures, even if you haven't made eight figures yet. You get to leverage that they're in front of someone who knows how to express this information. If you believe that you can do that, put sevens in the chat. I just want to know who the people are in the room that we should focus our time and attention on, who we should be mentoring to put in a position to be able to get to this top of this compensation plan. All right. So for the members, look at the names in the chat so you know who to take serious. Put sevens in the chat for those of you that believe you can simply become good at inviting. We don't want to complicate this, guys. We're learning skills regardless. Why not learn high income skills? So the way that works is when you start to invite, guess what's going to happen? You're going to start to build more confidence. The more yeses you get an upfront bonus that's a daily pay, but you also get a binary commission and you get a lifestyle bonus. So this is on about an average of all of those commissions combined on how much you would earn on a month-to-month basis, even though you're paid daily and you're paid weekly. So when you go founder, that means you have a team of 8. Somebody put the number 8 in the chat. A team of just 8 individuals, okay? You're a founder. Founder is my favorite. Why? Because this is where a person decides to draw a line in the sand. This is when they make a decision. I'm going all in. I don't want to play small. I'm not going to live on the left side of money. I have an opportunity right now and I'm going to take full advantage of it. Now, founder pays you out $250 a month just for a team of 8. You also have your membership waived at the founder position. What I also love about this compensation plan is 50% of what's required for every rank could actually be inherited. That means that if you get into an equity position, 50% of what you need toward each rank could be given to you. Guys, give that a round of applause for a second. If you're on the line right now with a go-getter, they invited you to this call, and they're going to do this with or without you anyway, you might as well get one of their top 2 positions. Listen, if I were you right now, I would be texting a person that invited me and saying, I need one of those top 2 positions. You know why? Because they've made a decision to go all in. And so with or without you, they're going to build this thing. Do you know that 50% of what you need to go founder, they can build under you? That means that you're earning an additional $250 a month for just 4 individuals that you shared this with. Okay, that's powerful. Now is another level. You go to platinum. Platinum is for a team of 20. This is $400 a month, but your monthly membership is waived. So it's almost like getting $600 because you were going to already come out of your pocket anyway. So for a team of 20, same applies. 10 of those individuals could come from being placed into your business. And even with the 10 that you need, maybe you actually only introduced 4 or 5 people. But guess what? They got excited. They didn't want to be left out. They saw you were taking it serious, so they took it serious, right? So now you're making an extra $400 a month, potentially for only exposing 5 people into this business. That's powerful. Now, when you go to the sapphire position, that's $1,000 a month. $1,000 a month for a team of 40. Yes, you need 40 people, but depending on, listen, how aggressive you are, how aggressive the person is that brought you in, 20 of those people could potentially already be in your business. That is powerful, ladies and gentlemen, right? And so for a team of 40, you're making $1,000 a month, but you only need 50% of that to come from you. The next position is Ruby, $2,400 a month, 80 people in your organization. 40 on one side, 40 on another side. This is why timing and positioning is so important. This is why whoever invited you to this call tonight, you want to get the equity position. This is about equity, ladies and gentlemen. This is about saying, I need to leverage as much as possible. What could an extra $2,400 do for you, right? The next position is diamond. This takes you to a 6-figure income. Listen, for a team of 167, you're earning anywhere between $4,120 to $13,000 a month. Guys, that is incredible life-changing income for a team of 167 people, 83 on one side, 84 on another side. So you might as well lock in somebody's top left or right position because everyone else that they enroll has to go underneath you. It's just wise, right? The next position is Blue Diamond from 72.54 to $25,000 a month in income. Guys, your life is changing right before your eyes at this position. This has nothing to do with now the money that you can make from trading. Why? Because when you have more cash flow coming in from business, you're probably going to invest more into the market to be able to multiply your money. And that is what this system was designed to do. The next position is Black Diamond. This is the position I currently occupy. I'm a sneeze away from Elite Ambassador. Black Diamond pays up to $50,000 a month. Elite Ambassador, $115,000 every 30 days. Somebody won't see this money annually. Somebody don't even know that they're going to wake up tomorrow. And I don't hope that this happens. I'm just telling you the nature of what's going on in our current economy. Jobs are being eliminated literally overnight. We have a solution to replace those incomes and help you to develop high value skills that nobody would ever be able to take away from you. As you can see, the compensation plan goes all the way up to $1.1 million a month. $1.1 million a month. It is only a matter of time. So listen, we've helped our community to access over $40 million in trading capital so that they don't have to risk their own money with trading. When you get started tonight, we're going to gift you $100,000 trading account. Now, with this trade account that we gift you, okay, this is a evaluation account. And what an evaluation account simply means is leverage capital in the market. I didn't say for your $19.99, your $9.99, okay, your $5.49 or your $2.49 that somebody's going to just hand you over $100,000. This is leverage capital in the market where we help you to pass a simple evaluation process that unlocks that capital so that whatever you profit on top of the 100,000, 80% of it you can keep. And we're so good at helping our community pass these evaluations that we've helped them to access over $40 million in trading capital. And we want to help you to leverage as well. So my question to you is very simple. Are you the one? Are you the decision maker in your home? Or do you need a conference call with somebody? Are you the one that wants to lead your family and perhaps be the first in your family to make a bold move that they can celebrate you for? Are you the one that God called and chose for a moment such as this that could absolutely change the financial trajectory of your life? Because if you are, I invite you to get back with the person who invited you to this call tonight. Let them know what you love most about what you heard. I believe that when you decide to enroll with us today, you're going to come and get rich with us and absolutely love it here. Now, listen, before we completely wrap up this call, I want to take a moment and I want to share one more thing with you. Some of you are here because you're really excited about this 500 to 50K, right? If you're excited about the 500 to 50K, just go ahead and put 500 in the chat really quick. I'm going to take the next few minutes. I'm going to show it to you. And I'm also going to show it to the other platform that is on let's see where they are. I'm going to also show it to let me see where they are here. Okay, let me go ahead and show you how you can leverage. Remember what the name of the game is. The name of the game is to leverage. And so I want to show you how we are leveraging other people's time, how we are leveraging other people's money, and how we are leveraging other people's experiences. I created this 10% trading plan about 8 years ago. I've watched people purchase brand new homes, put their children through school, buy land, and absolutely change their life. Now, listen, if you just look at this as first glance without having a system in place, remember systems, then it's just numbers on the paper. But when you have a system and a strategy in place, you could take these numbers off this page and leverage the technology that we offer. When you fund your live account with $500 and you use our 10% growth plan, then day one, your goal is simply to make $50 off of that $500. We tell you what the lot size is, and we make sure that you're always in proper risk management with just a 2% risk. So day one, your goal is to make $50. Day two, your goal is to make $55. Day three, your goal is to make $60. And by the time you get down to day number 7, you're at $88 that you've just made that particular day. But here's the thing. Your account has now grown to almost double. You're at $974.36. Guys, you're excited, your confidence is building, you see the value of the community. Now, as you continue to go down and you get to day number 14, which is week number 2, that one day you made $172.61. You made $172.61 that particular day. If you've ever made $172 with us, just put 172 in the chat. I'm just curious to know who made that kind of money with us, because honestly, guys, people making that kind of money all day. And for somebody, that's some gas money with the gas prices right now. Okay. But the reality of it is the power of compounding your money, right? You now have taken $500 to $1,898.75. Guys, you did this by simply compounding because you had a strategy, you had a system, and you had a plan. We already got the tools. We already got the resources. We already have the number one trading app, the nightclub FX that's happening, the breakfast club FX that's happening, and all the amazing trusted advisors that's on the platform. All you have to do is show up and be disciplined and decide to go all in. Now, look what happens when you go down to week number 3, day 21, you're at $3,712. Now, that day, you just made $336. How many of you have ever made $336 with us? Just put it in the chat. This is powerful. It puts you in a position to now have options. It puts you in a position to now have freedom. Why? Because you took the time necessary. You didn't rush and expect for this to happen overnight. If I gave cosmetology 18 months, why would I think I can only give this 18 days? So that's why we give you access to the full system. But guess what happens, guys? By the time you get down to day 28, you're over $7,000 in month 1. By the time you get down to day 31, you're at $9,567. So remember, phase 1 of our $500,000 to $50,000 challenge is for you to grow $500 to $5,000. So guess what we did? We put nearly a 50% error margin in it automatically. So we say if 50% of this goes wrong, you still hit your goal. Isn't that powerful? If 50% of this goes wrong, you still hit your goal. Once you do this, imagine you grew your account from $500 to $5,000 with 50% error. That means some people are going to hit and make a little bit more. Some people are going to make a little bit less. Either way, if you decide to withdraw most of your money out and only keep 1,000 of those dollars in a profit, look what happens for phase 2. Phase 2 of the 500 to 50K challenge allows you to now make your $4,000 withdrawal. Yay! Go do whatever you want to do with your money. Go celebrate. You just developed a skill. You were disciplined. You were locked in. You were focused. You did it. You showed up. You talked to yourself positively. You stopped telling yourself that you can't do it. You stopped telling yourself it was hard. You stopped making excuses and being distracted. Now you were able to withdraw $4,000. You kept $1,000 in. Why? Because you want to unlock phase 2. And phase 2, guess what we're going to do? We're going to do it again. We're going to do it again. Listen, you've made $100 in a day before at that point. You've made $110 a day. So guess what? Your lid is not making you uncomfortable. You're going to do it again and compound that $1,000, 10%. Day 1, $100. Day 2, $110. Day 3, $121. By the time you get down to day number 7, you're at $1,948.72. You're excited. That day you just made $174. By the time you get down to week number 2, you're at $3,797. That day you only made $345, but your money is compounded. Day 21, you're at $7,400. That day you made $672. Has anybody ever made $672 with us in a day? Somebody's not going to make that in a week. People are making that in a day. By the time you get down to day 28, you're at 14,000. Day 31, you're at 19,000. That's what we want you to do now. We want you to go ahead and expect that 50% of this is going to go wrong. You're not going to have the 20,000. But what if you grew the 1,000 to 10,000? How excited would you be? Can you pull out another 5,000? Can you keep 5,000 in? Can you pull out another 5,000 to keep 5,000 in, right? You can do it with a little bit less, but if you can pull out another 5,000 to keep 5,000 in, then look what happens when you get down to the finale of our 500 to 50K challenge. Just in this one round alone. This one round alone. Just this one round. You got $87,000. We expect 50% to go wrong, even though our numbers are looking more like 80% profit ratios. You've just compounded your money. You stay disciplined, you stay focused, you stay locked in, and you were able to compound your money. This is the opportunity that we give those of you that decide to lock in with us, those of you that decide to go all in with us. And I can tell you right now, guys, the results are amazing. Inside of our community, we have people that are winning every day. Inside of our community, we have people that are passing these evaluation challenges every day. Inside of our community, we have people whose lives are changing and they're walking away from jobs and they're empowered. And we're simply excited to invite you to come and get rich with us because we know that you're absolutely going to love it here. Listen, whoever invited you to the call, ask them to show you our results tab. Let them show you what type of results we are getting inside of our community, how so many people are winning, how so many people are leveling up, how so many people are absolutely changing their lives. In fact, for those of you that have a moment to stay on, because I know some of you have to hop off, let me show you what the results look like. We're excited about the results that we're getting inside of Rich University. We're excited about how many people that took this serious, that decided to lock in, are absolutely winning with us. I want to make sure that as I'm showing this to you, that I'm also showing this to the other platform as well, so that they can see the type of results that we're getting to. Because right now, while I'm talking to you, guess what I'm doing? I'm leveraging. What are you leveraging, Dr. China? I'm leveraging social media. And this is why you want to become a business owner, because social media allows us to have massive reach. So inside of our community, just today, we have someone to get qualified for $100,000 in trading capital. This is money that they do not have to pay back. This has nothing to do with a loan. It has nothing to do with their personal sensitive information. This is leverage capital. Now, everything that he makes on top of this 100,000, 80% of it he gets to withdraw and keep, and the other 20% goes to the firm that allowed him to leverage their capital. If that's powerful, just put 100 in the chat. All right, this is someone else. Ira has been absolutely crushing it. $5,370 that he was able to make in one day. That is absolutely powerful. It's absolutely life-changing. I'm super excited to see so many people win. We have someone else with a withdrawal that was sent for $9,000. We don't just make the money and keep it in the market. I mean, we wouldn't do that. We're talking about withdrawals, $9,770. Okay. The request in the withdrawal has been sent. That is absolutely powerful. And we want to put you in a position of profit. Another $3,920. I told you we're about relationships. That means the person that invited you to this call, you have a relationship with them. Results. This is the results that people are getting that decided to say yes and lock in with us. Residual, where you can earn a residual income from simply leveraging. All right. Someone else who was able to get leverage income here. Oh, excuse me, a request for withdrawal of $1,088. I mean, the withdrawal game has been very strong. Okay, it's been a lot of withdrawals that's happening here. All right, so you have so many people that are leveraging. The Dardens are absolutely crushing it. You can see $900, $1,100, $72, $21, a total of $2,333 inside of the market, guys, that is made. People are making money in the market. Another $1,000, another $860. These are the results that people are getting. Another $5,000 just yesterday. So when we say relationships, results, and residual, oh, we have the proof for you. So what I recommend you do now is simply get back with the person that invited you to the call tonight. You got an extended version tonight, but I don't know who you are, where you are, what you do. But now it's simply time for you to get started and to lock in. Get back with the person that invited you to this call. Let them know what you love most about what you heard. Get their unique link and get started tonight. And they may have a discount code that allow you to save even more money when you decide to get started tonight before midnight. I look forward to seeing you on the inside. This is Dr. China Bethley. God bless you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye for now. All right, guys. So we are officially done on the back end. Those of you that are here, I encourage you to get back with the person that invited you to the call. I was working. So let me just tell you guys, I was managing a lot tonight. Okay. I wanted to have a little bit more interaction and engagement with you guys on this side. I could not even manage this side, but let me tell you something. You don't have to be high tech to get a high check. You simply just have to make a decision that you're going to go all in. You have to make a decision that you want to win. You have to make a decision that you want more. You have to remove excuses from your vocabulary and go all in. Those of you that are ready to get started, wherever you're watching this video, go ahead and get back with the person that invited you to the call. Get their unique link. They're going to give you access. Remember that Akashex app that you download on your Apple Store or Google Store? When you have access to that link that the person who invited you to this call gives you, guess what's going to happen? It's going to allow you to unlock everything that we have access to. In fact, what I'm going to do for you guys want to get a little after party here. I wanted to show this when I was on before, but navigating all the screens, I'm literally doing this myself. So I'm so proud of myself for doing this. But what I want to do is I want to show you the back office. I want to show you guys a little bit more. So for those of you that decide to share this to your community, they can see what the products and how powerful the products are that we have inside of our product suite. Okay, you guys ready? I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to share with you why I'm so excited about the transparency of this platform. We have the most transparent platform in the market. So if I were you, I would invite more people to the call and let them know, oh, she's still on. She's locked in and she's giving up all the gems, all the juice. Okay. So here's what this looks like, guys. This is what it looks like on the inside. Yay! You made it to the inside. So on the inside of the #1 trading app on your Apple Store, Google Store, which is Akashex, this is how you spell it right here. All right. You want to go ahead and check out what you have access to. So the reason that I love this is watch this. Now we have amazing expert advisors that are in the market. Okay. So if you're a beginner, if you're a busy professional, you've never did this before, no worry. We created this with you in mind. So what you have access to is several different expert advisors that you can choose to connect with, right? You may choose to connect with one or the other for different reasons. Well, I can tell you right now, we love trading with FX Edge because out of 708 trades that he called, he won 500 trades and he only lost 208. And I can tell you, even with some of the losses, with how they manage the trades on the back end, sometimes I won't confuse you with this, but just imagine for those who have trading experience. Imagine you simply have to press one button, approve, to get in a trade. A trade idea comes, boop, boop, it notifies your phone. You have 2-minute countdown to get into that trade. You decide the leverage that you want to have and the risk in your trade, and you simply press approve. You don't have to determine if it's a buy or sell. You don't have to determine what the entry price is. All of that is set for you. All you have to do is press approve. And just like that, you're in the trade. Well, what I've noticed is sometimes I've had trades to hit my stop loss, but I actually still had a small profit. Why? Because the #1 mission with this platform for us is to help to protect your money first. So the first goal is to protect your money. The second goal is for you to profit. And so what they did was they moved my stop loss into profit. So that was amazing that even though the market hit stop loss, which still has to count for a loss, I still had a small profit. Nevertheless, we love Arabella. Arabella has only been on the Tap to Trade for about a month now. Out of 69 trades that she called, she won 54 trades, baby. That is a solid 80% win ratio. And even the more, guys, right here shows you every trade that was called. It gives you all the details. But guess what? What was the results? Out of 5 trades that was called, 4 trades was won and only 1 trade was a learning lesson. That is absolutely powerful. But guess what? There is more. We have the pulse signals. The pulse signals is calling out so many trades for you guys where you can enter into the market no matter what time of day makes the most sense for you. Why? Because we have expert advisors that are looking at the markets. They're looking at the charts. They're doing the heavy lifting for you. Now, this is a little bit different from Tap to Trade. All you have to do here is copy, paste, and profit. Copy, paste, and profit. They send you the trade idea. They tell you that it's a buy or sell. In this case, gold is being traded here. It's a sell. It gives you the entry price, the stop loss, and TP 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That is powerful. And you can choose to trade with whoever you like, depending on what's your trading style. We even have live sessions. The live sessions are powerful. Guys, from Sunday through Saturday, the only day that we do not have a live session is on Friday. But as you can see, we have several expert advisors that are on showing you their strategy, not gatekeeping, putting you in a position to learn exactly what they see in the market and why they made a decision. Whether you want to trade Forex, crypto, futures, indices, or gold, it's available for you. We even have access to the most robust academy on in the market. And what I love about it is, guys, hundreds of videos are being made available here for you guys. If you want to master the stock market, trading markets, technical analysis, fundamental analysis, charts and patterns, everything is made available right here for you. It's absolutely amazing. The scanners, oh, are we talking scanners? More opportunities, more trades being called for you guys, depending on what style of trading you are. Scalp trader, swing trader, positional trader. Just this minute, USD JPY was called on the sale at 160.290. In fact, I actually put in a trade for that. So that looks like that entered my entry point. If you know, you know, for those of you that are trading with PJs, hey, hey, hey. All right. All right. So with that being said, it just called a sale in this moment, as you can see this minute. So for those of you that want additional opportunities to enter in the market, this is just one of the scanners that we have in our whole scanner suite. GBP CAD was called as well. And so you can look at this, guys. It's amazing. We call foreign exchange pairs. We also call different commodities. We also call cryptocurrency. We also call different precious metals. Okay. It's absolutely amazing. We even have some stocks that are called on here as well. A lot of times you'll see Amazon, you'll see Alphabet. So for those of you that like to trade stocks, we got you covered with these scanners as well. This is absolutely amazing. Here's another one of our products. Scanners here. As you guys can see, natural gas is being called right here. So you have an opportunity to just determine what makes the most sense for you. A minute ago, these trades were called. So around the clock, trades are being called. We have no lack when it comes down to trades. Okay. More opportunity, just depending on what your strategy is. Let's get over to my favorite. My favorite is velocity. Okay. I love velocity. I like more naked charts. I like using the parabolic SARs. I love the consistency of this. I love when I see a diamond and I see some momentum. I see the diamonds, I see the dots and the candles. And guess what, guys? This thing moved all the way up and did exactly what it needed to do. So for those of you who are already trading, and one of the challenges that you have with trading is that you exit trades too soon. This will help you to stay in the trade until the full move is made. Okay. So you would have gotten into this trade when this diamond appeared. You'd be like, okay, we may have an opportunity. You'd have seen the momentum with the candle. You saw the dots pop up here. You'd have been like, you know what, with your stars that popped up here, you'd have been like, okay, we're going into this trade. And you'd have stood in this trade all the way until a white star popped up at the top. That would have been your exit. So I love that this helps you to stay into trades longer so you can catch the whole move. Nevertheless, guys, I'm super duper excited. I'm super excited for each and every one of you that decided to lock in with us to see a little bit more about what we have in our product suite to put you in a position to absolutely win. Now it's simply time for you to get back with the person that invited you to the call tonight. Let them know that you're ready to get started, guys. There's never been a more powerful time to start an online business, to promote products that really do work, to give you guaranteed money in your pocket. You can earn daily pay up to $250 every single time a person gets started, depending on the package that they start with. From $25 if they get started on the monthly membership, up to $250 if they get started on the annual membership for every yes that you get. Not to mention a lifestyle bonus, guaranteed income where you never have to guess how much your check is going to be week to week, as well as that binary commission. That is absolutely one of the biggest ways that we get paid. With that being said, what more do you need besides the link so you can get started? This is Dr. China Bethley. I cannot wait to welcome you to the inside. God bless you. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.